Alright guys, this morning I'm getting these little Jiffy seed starting greenhouse kits going. These have 72 pods in each. You just put water over them. They come with like a vitamin pack or fertilizer pack. You just mix that in the water, soak them overnight. And then what I like to do is when you get them, you kind of pinch them, fluff them up a little bit. And then before I get ready to put my seeds in there, I take just a chopstick, or you can use a skewer or whatever, and get a nice little hole in there. And then what I'm putting in this one right now is some okra. I like making pickle okra with them, but they're also great fried or broiled. Let's see. And with these I usually just put one seed in it. Most of the smaller seeds I put 2 or 3 in there. Just be safe. And then you just kind of pinch them over and cover them. And then it comes with a plastic lid. Now these stay out of the sunlight until they start germinating and start growing up a little. You know, when the seedlings start popping up, then you can take them, put them in your greenhouse or outside, give them a little warmth in that. And then all I do, I just take and write down everything, what's in the row and stuff, kind of thing. I'll write down the okra on that. And then the last one, I got another 72 kit that I'm going to put like some of my more greens, my fruits, stuff like that. And then the other thing I do too with this chopstick, as I'm going row by row, I'll place my chopstick there so I know which one I'm on. Even though I try to write them down, it can get confusing sometimes. Maybe not for you, but for me it does. And then just to keep them moist, I just kind of spray bottle on them and stuff. And that's basically how I do it. Alright, and then when you're done, it just comes with this lid. Let me set that on correctly. There you go. And I'll probably just set them over here on the table where they're not in direct sunlight, out of the way. And then they come with marking stakes for when you plant, and also this Super Thrive vitamins for seedlings. Like I said, it's almost like a blue powder kind of thing. Just mix it in your water. These are great because they're about $11 at Walmart, I believe. And of course, I got 2 of them for under $23. And like I said, I'm going to make a mark on here so I know which way we're getting it. So this tray doesn't get mixed up or anything. Some of the plants are easy to figure out what they are, but every once in a while you get something mixed up. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty cool way to get your seedlings going. And I've got a ton of seeds. I got like 4 different bags, different things. And I've been hit or miss. I bought burpees all the way down to these little, these little cheapies from the Dollar Tree. They're 4 for $1. But I've had pretty good success with them. I guess it's just how you treat them and everything. The other thing I do sometimes, some of my hot pepper plants that I've bought plants for and stuff, at the end of the year, I'll take and I'll save the seeds out of a few of them, dry them out. And the easiest way I found to dry them out is just take and put them on a paper plate with a paper towel laying on top of them, and just kind of let them air dry. And then I'll just put them in an envelope. The other thing I do, I always put them in the refrigerator. That way they seem to keep pretty good in there. Keeps them out of the, from being too hot or too dry or anything. And it's just something I saw on YouTube a long time ago that I saw people doing. I'm sure back in the day people kept them down the cellar, whatever. I'm not sure. But that's just how I do mine. So hope that helps, and we'll check on them here in a few weeks when they start sprouting up pretty good, and maybe do some trimming and stuff. But this year, we just got married last year, me and my wife, and so we did 5-gallon pots because we didn't have a lot of time to do a full-on garden between the 2 houses that we had going on. But now that we're settled down in one house, it should be easy to get a garden going out there and trimmed off. The other thing, I'm going to be putting up one of the rubberized plastic fences just to keep the dogs out of there, because they like to explore and dig and stuff. So hopefully that'll keep the pest out as well. So, all right, guys, hope you have a great day. See you later. Well, there's the second box. The only thing, I think I might have double planted one of these. Not for sure. Guess we'll see what happens when they come up. But next week, just it rained its butt off today, so tomorrow morning I'm going to try to get out and cut the grass, get the rest of the area set up, get that fencing up, and then go ahead and start planting. And then we'll go through the summer and see how things are growing. There's a couple things that I usually just set out when I get going, like some beans and stuff like that. I usually get my corn going and plant beans around it, let them just creep up the sides of the corn stalks. But just trying it this time and see how it works on the inside and stuff, and see if I can get them all trimmed out and everything before we plant them. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got any questions or comments for me, please let me know. Thank you guys. Bye.